What's good, guys? I'm back. It's been a while, I know. Let's just get right into it. So the last video I posted was a little over a month ago. It was my last vlog at Greece. And ever since I came back, I have just been super busy. But that doesn't mean nothing has happened since. I've seen quite a few movies and a few things in my personal life have happened. So let's talk about it. First off, I'm going to get the movies out of the way just cause. I've seen quite a few movies since my last review, Me Before You, which I think was Me Before You, I'm not really sure. I'm not going to go in super detail on each of these, I'm just going to tell you my general thoughts on them. So let's get started. First one we're going to talk about is Suicide Squad. This was one movie that I was super anticipated about, ended up being very decisive among audiences. Some people really liked it, some people really hated it. Me? I was somewhere in the middle. I found that there was some entertainment with Suicide Squad. It wasn't the best movie ever. I wish it would have been better. And it definitely wasn't the worst I've ever seen. I was pretty entertained with Suicide Squad overall. As far as my thoughts on the Joker, Jared Leto's Joker, I'm going to save that for another video because I have quite a few things to say about it. But overall, Suicide Squad, to me, did offer some entertainment. The characters were spot on. The cast was great. The story was going somewhere, kind of fell short. What are you going to do? Suicide Squad, for me, was solid. Next up, we're going to talk about Sausage Party. So this one had a lot of people talking just because of how raunchy and how inappropriate it was for an animated movie. It was funny. I liked it. The animation was pretty cool. Besides that, Sausage Party doesn't really offer that much compared to other animated movies. It was a funny story. It was ridiculous to an extent. The last 5 minutes was just crazy. I thought Sausage Party was pretty good overall. I didn't think it was anything crazy. I'm saying Sausage Party is also solid. Next up, we got Don't Breathe. This movie was a really intriguing one for me. When I saw the trailers, I was just startled to begin with. And when I saw it, holy shit, this thing was awesome. Don't Breathe does exactly what it's trying to do. It gets you on the edge of your seat, it gets you scared, it gets the tension, it builds it up, the suspension is there. The movie does an awesome job of just reeling you in. It makes you feel uncomfortable. You don't know what these kids are going through. They're in this house. It's a very small cast, just like 10 Cloverfield Lane was earlier this year. But this movie, I feel, just was a lot better. There isn't one dull moment in Don't Breathe for me. I was just constantly on the edge of my seat. I wasn't sure what to expect. The editing was great. The sound editing was awesome as well. And also the characters. The acting was great. There's a lot of twists in here that I sure as hell wasn't expecting. It was pretty interesting overall. I had a blast with Don't Breathe. I loved it. I'm saying it gets the stamp of approval. Next up, we got Kubo and the Two Strings. Now, Laika isn't really known as much as Disney and Pixar, and that's kind of a shame because they've made some pretty great movies in the past. And dare I say it, Kubo and the Two Strings might be their best. The animation is beautiful. You don't see movies made like this anymore, and it kind of sucks. In fact, I think Laika's the only ones that really make them like this, but it looks awesome. It really is a nice step away from CGI and all that kind of stuff. It just is a nice, refreshing feel for animation, and I love that. The story is great. It's just an awesome adventure overall. The kid, Kubo, is trying to figure out what happened to his parents, and along the way, he meets some friends. There's a lot of mythology going on in here. There's a lot of cool story elements that build up into one exciting adventure. That's really what this movie is in its entirety. If you like adventure movies, Kubo and the Two Strings is definitely something that you should check out. It was a lot of fun. I love the movie. I'm saying it gets the stamp of approval. Finally, we got Sully, the latest film with legendary actor Tom Hanks. So this guy was pretty good. I mean, it was directed by Clint Eastwood, so he's got his cool elements to him as a director, I think. This movie is not Tom Hanks' best movie by any means, but it surely isn't his worst. This movie is just enjoyable. It's not too crazy, it doesn't really impact you in some areas that I feel like it could have. Some of us may have heard about the pilot landing the plane in the Hudson River, and there was a lot of controversy. Could he have made it back? Could he have not? And this movie really exploits that very well. It also shows how the pilot had to deal with that kind of stuff, and I thought that was pretty cool. The only problem with Sully, I feel like, is its pacing. Sometimes I feel like when the tension and the suspense is really should have been built up, it really wasn't, especially when, he is flying the plane, and he has to make that one snap decision of either landing in the Hudson or trying to go back. I feel like that could have been handled just a little bit better. And there are just some scenes that I feel like are a little bit unnecessary to the story. But other than that, Sully was pretty enjoyable. Pretty much any movie with Tom Hanks is going to be a good time, no matter what, and that's no exception here. Sully, in my opinion, is solid. Okay guys, so that takes care of all the movies that I've seen so far since I got back from Greece. If you want me to go in detail on any of those movies, let me know in the comments section and I'll do it. Now we're going to my personal life. We got the movies out of the way. School's back, so as you'd expect, you know, there's all the stress, the school, the homework, the tests, all that kind of stuff. But also something pretty cool. This year I actually auditioned for my first show. Last year I actually didn't audition for anything. I was kind of busy. I kind of wanted to get all my classes and my gen eds out of the way. But this year, since it's a little bit more lenient, I did audition for my first show and I ended up making it, so that was pretty cool. Only thing is, it does take up a lot of time. Most rehearsals are going to be from about 7 o'clock till 10:30 at night, so it's pretty late in the day, so I don't really have much time to see any movies or any other free time for that matter. But again, I'm super happy, I'm super grateful that I made my first show that I auditioned for at my school, and hopefully that continues. And finally, after all the hard work, after all the money they had to gather, I finally bought myself my very own laptop. Believe it or not, I've never had my own laptop before this. I would use my dad's, you know, a little bit here and there, but I never actually had my own. Finally, I gathered enough money to buy my own that I think is a pretty solid laptop overall. The name, it's an Asus ROG, or ROG, I don't know how you want to pronounce it. The Asus, I'm going to say ROG, the Asus ROG GL552, something, a lot of letters and numbers. I'll leave a link to it in the description box if you want to check it out for yourself. It's a pretty dope laptop. It's stacked when it comes to specs. I'm pretty happy and I can't wait to see what it does. Other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. That's everything that's been going on for the last month and a half so far. I will try to get as many videos up as I can, but again, I am pretty constrained when it comes to time because of work, because of school, and because of the show. I'll try and find a way to balance it out. Hopefully I will be able to get some videos up because I really do want to put some videos up. It sucks that I can't. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I hope all you guys are having a great day. And until next time, this is your Greek Boy 7, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.